When you hear the words most expensive Marvel movie ever made, your mind probably jumps to massive Avengers crossovers, galaxy-shattering battles, or CGI-packed multiverse spectacles. But in 2024, something unexpected happened. A movie led by two R-rated, foul-mouthed, regenerating, claw-slashing anti-heroes quietly took the throne. Deadpool and Wolverine didn't just bring two of the most iconic characters together, it became the single most expensive project in Marvel history. And today, we're diving into why this movie cost so much, how the budget skyrocketed behind the scenes, and what it means for the future of the MCU. The story begins right after. Marvel Studios officially acquired the X-Men and Deadpool rights from 20th Century Fox. Fans had one question: will Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman ever team up? The answer was yes, but it came with an enormous price tag. From the moment Ryan Reynolds convinced Hugh Jackman to return as Wolverine, the studio knew this wouldn't be a regular superhero project. Hugh had retired the character after Logan, which meant bringing him back required a massive deal, extensive training, and a transformed script that respected Wolverine's emotional legacy. These negotiations alone pushed early costs upward, before cameras even started rolling. But actor salaries were only the beginning. Ryan Reynolds, who not only starred as Deadpool but also produced and co-wrote the film, commanded a huge payday. Hugh Jackman, returning as one of the most beloved superheroes in cinematic history, secured one of the largest salaries of his career. Add in supporting cast, returning characters, cameos, and multi-picture contract adjustments, and the talent budget ballooned far beyond the typical Marvel film. Next came the real monster production. Deadpool and Wolverine was filmed
almost a decade since then. You did Logan, which was fantastic, and then you said, "That's it, done all."
Yep.
And that was it. What?
Yeah, I meant it. I really meant it.
You did.
I really did.
Yeah.
I believe my lie. I really did. And 3 days after that announcement, I saw Deadpool 1. And I remember watching it going, oops. I could see it. I could see the two characters. Fans have loved it and wanted it for years.
Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Go on.
Fucking go!
One day I hold you, just like any game that you made me, but it ain't no back, baby, back.
filmed during a time of global inflation and industry turmoil. The 2023 writers and actors strikes halted filming for months. Sets sat unused, equipment rentals had to be extended, and crews needed to be partially reassembled. Every single day of delay added hundreds of thousands of dollars to the production cost. By the time filming resumed, Marvel had already burned through a chunk of the budget without shooting a single new frame. The scale of the movie also played a huge role. Despite being an R-rated comedic buddy action film, Deadpool and Wolverine featured massive set pieces, multiversal battle sequences, large-scale CGI environments, and stunt-heavy fight choreography. Since the movie blends Deadpool's chaotic universe with the broken timeline of the MCU, the VFX department had to create everything from collapsing realities to variant worlds. And because this was Deadpool, each environment also needed the comedic twist, making the CGI workload even more detailed and time-consuming. Another enormous cost came from cameos and character rights. The film reportedly brought back multiple Fox-era characters, and every appearance, even for a few minutes, requires legal agreements, licensing fees, and actor compensation. Reintroducing mutants into the MCU wasn't cheap. Even things like specific costumes, classic designs, and old character trademarks needed fresh approvals. And when fans expect nostalgia, studios pay big. Marketing pushed the budget even further into historic territory. Disney and Marvel needed this film to hit big. After a series of MCU box office disappointments, the studio positioned Deadpool and Wolverine as the movie that would save Marvel. From Super Bowl ads to viral campaigns, including Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman trolling each other online, the marketing costs exploded. Some estimates say the promotional budget was nearly half the production cost itself. All of this combined resulted in a staggering final number, somewhere between 250 million and 300 million, making Deadpool and Wolverine the most expensive Marvel movie ever made. surpassing even the massive Avengers Endgame-level productions when adjusted for strike delays and inflation. But the studio wasn't just spending recklessly. This film represented a turning point. It was the first R-rated movie in MCU history. The first time Deadpool officially joined the MCU and the long-awaited return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Marvel had to get it right, even if it meant breaking the budget. But here's the big question. Was the cost worth it? Absolutely. Deadpool and Wolverine became one of the highest-grossing films of the year, revived audience interest in Marvel, and proved that risking an R rating could still lead to massive box office success.